Hi again, everyone, and hola to our Spanish-speaking listeners here today. I'm Dan Ramey. He's Mike Smith. So good to have you here with us on a Monday, the first day of July, and it feels like it's spring.
Isn't that wild? June was blazing hot, and this feels like fall almost this morning.
Yeah. It was quite the surprise when I stepped out the door because I was expecting the humidity that we had yesterday, and it just was gone. And last night was quite pleasant as well.
Yeah, it was a great evening.
We did not have our evening church services because we'd had homecoming revival all week. So we postponed and said, you know what, it's a long day. It's been a long week, so no evening service. So I'm out watering the tomato plants and things, and I thought, this is perfect weather.
Absolutely.
It was more comfortable outside than it was inside my house.
I'll take it.
Go figure. Welcome to the show. Coming up momentarily, we'll take a look at news. We'll look at sports, this state in history, and we want to start with the weather, though.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, we've had a new look with our website. We've had some changes, and we're making some adjustments along the way, so we don't have everything that we normally have, but we do have at least the radar that you can see.
Yeah, for the remainder of today that we were just chatting about the pleasant conditions out there. Sunny, but cooler. I think we'll get to a high of maybe 78, but that won't be until mid to late afternoon today. Warmer for tomorrow and Wednesday. 88 Tuesday, 93 on Wednesday, and there's a chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm July 4th and on the 5th, which is Friday.
That's always a problem because everyone's trying to get those fireworks displays in. Mm-hmm. And it's tough because you're trying to watch the fireworks, and it's not such a big deal for those shooting them if they're done electronically.
Right.
I mean, if you got to light it with a fuse or whatever, that's problematic. But anymore, many of these things are computerized. But the problem is, if you're like me, wearing glasses, and you're looking up in the sky, water's hitting you in the face, and you can't see what the fireworks are doing anyway.
Right.
So we just wanted to be a pleasant experience for everyone. Coming up shortly, we'll give you the map of how to get out of the fireworks display coming up here in Chillicothe this Thursday. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They are your trusted comfort advisor. If you've got some issues with the heating, cooling, or plumbing in your home or your business, they can take care of that. Give them a call, or you can simply click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you right to their website where you can learn more about their services and their service territory, which is expansive. I mean, it is from Dayton over to Athens, from Columbus all the way down to the Ohio River. More details at littermedia.com or accuratehvac.com. News is next.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. Haynes Total Health Care Center has been helping us with our chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs for 50 years now, celebrating their golden anniversary since 1974. You can find them on the web at hayneshealth.com, or you can click on this ad anywhere you see it when you go to our website, which is littermedia.com. I'm Dan Ramey, he's Mike Smith, and we're going to start with the lead story of the day today. with something that happened on Friday. Ohio Attorney General David Yost was in town to present the STAR Training Center designation of the Pickaway Ross Basic Peace Officer Academy. The academy is offered in partnership with Ohio University Chillicothe. What is the STAR Training Center program? Well, it encourages academies to offer qualifying supplemental training and support structure in the belief that raising the bar over and above required standards is essential to producing top cadets for the law enforcement agencies that employ them and the communities they serve. The PRCTC Academy earned this designation based on the structure and outcomes of its inaugural 2023 Academy. All 6 candidates graduated with high honors and were above and beyond what they were looking for. So that star that you see Terry Mickish holding there, that'll be placed on the door. And, of course, they also have the certificate that they're holding there as well. But cool day and a chance to hear from Jonathan Davis, also Dean Milliken, as well as Terry Mickish, all on our website, littermedia.com.
Dave's tall, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody who was tall for many years in his role at the outdoor drama Tecumseh, local businessman who also served as a cast member in Tecumseh for almost 30 years has passed away. Howard Steve Stevenson passed away on Friday. He was an equity actor in Tecumseh and held the role of James Galloway in the drama for 28 years. The Circleville area insurance agent was also a Noon Rotary president in 1979 and 80 and was one of 4 district governors from their club, serving between 1985 and 1986. Steve Stevenson.
Yeah, a lot of great comments we've seen on our social media from that. So I don't recall ever having met Steve, but a lot of people just said he was a super swell guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ohio Christian University up in Circleville has received 2 sizable funding sources for their School of Science and Medicine. In the preface to his sermon on OCU night at Mount of Praise camp meeting, President used to be Mark Smith.
I don't know what his first name
is. It has slipped my mind right now. Announced a gift for the Dr. Eugene and Janet Blackstone in the amount of $1.2 million for the OCU School of Science and Medicine. Mrs. Blackstone is a longtime educator and serves on the Board of Trustees at Ohio Christian University. The new school for the science and medicine will be named the Blackstone School of Science and Medicine. Smith's also announced the state capital appropriation awarded to OCU for the School of Science and Medicine in the amount of $500,000. And you know how it goes. Educationally speaking, you need money to make things happen, and it's happening at OCU.
It just came to me. Ron Smith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I knew it was another family member. I have a cousin Ron as well as a brother Mark. Yeah. In a news release from Chillicothe Mayor Luke Feeney's office, how to get to the event celebrating our country's Independence Day this Thursday, July 4th, in Yoctangi Park includes this map. The annual pool party, of course, will be held from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Donald M. Smith Memorial Pool. The Chillicothe Trolley will be operating in the downtown from 2 to 8. And then, of course, the fireworks get underway at about 9:45, but they want to see spectators in their positions that they're going to watch the fireworks by 9:30. Parking is limited and traffic flow around downtown will be modified, and this is the map you can find within our website story to help you get in and out.
Mm-hmm. Everybody goes in one direction. Mm-hmm. I know the NASCAR races I've gone to, they turn many of the streets into one-way streets just to get you out of there. And back in the heyday of NASCAR, when they had 200,000 people at a race, that was the best way to make it happen. Mm-hmm. So, and it used to take you, an hour to get out of the park, and now it takes 10 minutes.
No, much better.
Yes.
I think I was trying to get out on one particular year where it was every bit of an hour. Yeah. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southeastern Ohio is looking for high school students in Fairfield and surrounding counties to volunteer once a week during the 24-25 school year. Just like the Big Brothers of South Central Ohio, they match volunteers with kids facing adversity to provide professionally supported one-to-one mentoring relationships that have a measurable and transformative impact on the lives of everyone involved.
Up in Pickaway County, this is a big block party. It's the Picka Block Party on July 18th. First responders will be there, and there'll be food, games, and giveaways. And this is your opportunity to kind of rub elbows and say thank you for your service for the men and women who work for those first responders. And they're the ones that are there. If something, when it hits the fan, they're the ones who usually have to face it. They really do. So thank you. And that'll, again, be on July 18th. Also in Pickaway County, looking for free family friendly events for the summer, the Pickaway Park District at Canal Park for their Butterflies and Blooms program. That's Saturday, August 3rd, 1 until 2:30 p.m. The district will even provide the nets to catch butterflies. Just bring your sturdy shoes. Come learn about the beautiful butterflies we find at their host plants. It's an educational and fun experience for all ages.
You like to go out butterfly hunting?
I can't say I've ever done that before.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten Amelia out there yet.
I have captured them with the front of my car before. But I can't say I've ever. I do have butterfly plants in our landscaping and everything. Right. So we do get to watch butterflies, but I've never gone around trying to catch them.
Yeah.
My Aunt Margie used to have a collection. And it was in a big window, it was like the top of a desk, right, and had a bunch of butterflies in there. And I thought, that's really cool. I don't know what happened to it when she passed away.
Yeah, we used to try to catch those and lightning bugs, not together in a jar.
Yeah, lightning bugs, that was a different story for me. I used to catch them all the time.
We're going to stay in Pickaway County for our road report today. ODOT is working on Lancaster Pike today and tomorrow, while also US 23 between North Court Street and State Route 316 have various daily lane restrictions through the fall. So the one project is only a 2-dayer, but then that second project goes through the fall.
A 2-dayer.
2-dayer.
I like that. Just ahead, we'll take a look at sports for you, and we've had a number of athletes at the Special Olympics that were recognized. Chillicothe Paints to get you caught up to date there. And Ainsley Weaver, going to bring her back in again. Remember Ainsley? Mm-hmm. We'll talk more about her coming up in just a moment. But first, Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 740-253-8389 is the number to call to get an orange dumpster brought to either your residence or your business. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, once you fill it up, they'll haul it all away. They'll even make it as a regular basis. We shared one of their posts yesterday where they were switching out to a dumpster that had been filled by the Chillicothe Paints. Mm-hmm. So if you want to find out more, 740-253-8389 for Scioto Valley Dumpsters. Sports on the way next. Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
818 Eastern Avenue, Chillicothe for Hometown Motors Incorporated. Sports on the way next. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Time for sports, and we've frozen up on the screen there.
There we go. Yeah. The audio wasn't there, so everything froze up. Yeah.
We both had goofy looks on our faces. Imagine that. We were born this way.
That's right. Quit looking like that. It'll stick that way. Your mom always says.
Yeah.
Well, the Chillicothe Paints concluded the first half of their Prospect League season, and the big news over the weekend was on Friday night. They beat Du Bois County 18-8 in 7 innings, and in doing so, wrapped up a playoff berth with that Northeast Divisional crown for the first half of the season. So by doing that, the Paints will host the Northeast Division Championship game on Thursday, August 1st at VA Memorial Stadium. Now, for the rest of the weekend, the Paints split a doubleheader yesterday that actually concluded the first half with a 19-10 record. But they only had 6 losses, and I think lost 4 of their last 6 or something like that.
Yeah,
so
I think that's right.
I think once maybe they were resting some players once they sewed things up.
I don't know if you caught this, and we'll have to talk to Brian Wickline. He's coming in Wednesday to talk about Paints baseball and what's ahead for the rest of the summer. But Du Bois County had a girl playing on their team
no, I didn't see that.
this year. And I saw it over the weekend. Samantha Davis, one of my remember Chris Davis?
Yes.
His wife had posted a picture with her daughter with the player, and the player's name escapes me for right now, but it was just, I'm like, wait a second, she's not a ball girl, she's playing.
She's playing,
for Du Bois County. So congratulations, and progressive move by the folks at Du Bois County.
Over the weekend, Miami Trace beat Unioto 2-0 to win the 31st annual Adena Summer Volleyball Tournament. On Saturday, the Panthers were the 4th seed coming out of pool play, but got hot in the tournament and won it all. I think they also, Logan Elm, by the way, was the JV championship winner on Sunday.
There was TJ May.
Yeah, Special Olympics. Now, TJ wasn't the only gold medal winner. We were trying to track down some of the other people that got gold medal from Ross County at the Ohio Special Olympics. TJ's gold came in the 200-meter. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw TJ's name come back up also in the 100-meter dash. There was another gentleman that won the 100-meter walk. I think Patrick Glandon was a silver medal winner. And if I'm not mistaken, there was another Ross County that got a gold, but it just escapes me right now.
Powerlifting.
Okay.
There was another one for powerlifting as well. So we need to catch up with these folks. And
Lori Graves, her posts were the ones that I was seeing that we got most of these. So thanks to Lori for putting that information out there for us.
Reds had a tough one yesterday. They just could not seem to get the offense going.
If you can't score 11, you score none.
Yeah. It seems like the first game of sets, they just explode offensively, and then they get shut down the rest of the way. But 2-0 loss yesterday, so they earn a split in the 4-game set with the Cardinals. They're still not in last place. The Cubs are there by a half game. But between the Cubs, Reds, and Pittsburgh, it seems to rotate. It's musical chairs, it seems. But at any rate, there you go for the Reds. I've not looked to see who they play next.
Yankees.
They're
off today. They're going to New York.
Go to New York on Tuesday. That's right, for the Yanks. And who knows? They swept the Dodgers.
You may sweep them.
Maybe they'll sweep the Yankees as well. The Guardians, they had a tough series with the Kansas City Royals. 6-2 the final yesterday. And so KC, they've won 47 ball games this year.
They have really turned. I think they were the worst team in baseball last year. Now they're something like 8 or 9 over 500. So they've really turned things around.
And this little gal here, Ainsley Weaver, she got the big trophy. Now, this trophy is the one that is awarded to the person who had the best shooting experience at the Elks National Hoop Shoot. And forgive me, I can't remember the name of the is it Potter? Trying to remember the name of the award itself. And I can't quite see it from where we are. That's going to change, by the way. We're getting a larger monitor, and we'll be able to see it with my glasses off. But at any rate, congratulations to Ainsley, and this is really cool just to see this kid. Her mother, Tara, had posted these pictures over the weekend. She was signing autographs and just a big smile on her face. And I met her the one time, and she was so shy. But this has really opened her up, it seems.
She may be the next Caitlin Clark. You never know.
That's absolutely right. So congratulations, getting that big trophy, plus an opportunity to go down, I want to say it was Texas where they went to receive these awards and all. So pretty cool event. So congratulations to our little pal, Ainsley Weaver. We'll probably see her playing for the Lady Bearcats one of these days.
Yep.
All right, coming up in just a moment, we'll get you caught up to date on this date in history. The Litter Media Wayback Machine goes to
1963.
63. So that is just around the corner. But first, these words.
Litter Quality Propane wants you to know that they're online all the time. Customer payment, account information, and more. Log on at litterpropane.com.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Back at it again, ready to jump into this date in history, and I already forgot where we dialed up to.
1963.
63, yes.
If I said the Zone Improvement Plan, that might not mean anything to anybody.
Zero. Give me another Z word, would you?
But if you said zip code,
all about it. And I remember this guy.
Yeah. Well, that, in fact, wasn't his nickname Zippy?
I don't recall, but that would stand to fit, yeah.
Yeah, well, this came into play on this date in 1963, and it was actually called the Zone Improvement Plan.
Actually, I see on here it says Mr. Zip.
Mr. Zip.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as part of that plan that helps to speed up the mail delivery, inaugurating the use of machine-readable zip codes to facilitate the efficient sorting of mail at a national level. The idea wasn't totally new. Back in 1943, the post office did this on a limited basis, but it goes nationwide on this date in 1963.
And then just maybe 15 years ago, they added those other 4 numbers.
Yeah.
Do you know what yours are?
I never put it on, so no, I don't.
Yeah, I never hardly put it on mine either, but I think mine's 9258. Mm-hmm. And where Missy and I have lived for now going on 30 years, it's like the Bermuda Triangle, because we live down by Pike Lake, and if you drive 2 miles down the road, you get to our church. Mm-hmm. Our church's address is Bainbridge. Mm-hmm. Although Bainbridge is approximately 15 air miles away, our mailing address is Waverly. Yeah. You go just a little bit south of the church, it's Piketon.
Right.
If you go just to the west of the church, it's Peebles.
Yeah.
So it's like we're Nevada, New Mexico, and what are the other states? Colorado and Arizona all come together right there.
Yeah, where my daughter lives, she's in Ross County, but her mailing address is Washington Courthouse. So yeah. I don't know how they figured that out. So
it's kind of like redistricting, I guess, gerrymandering as they go. All right, tomorrow I am out. I have another obligation to be, and so we'll be doing that. But Aaron Glandon, Mr. Hand 2, will be back here tomorrow in this chair. And then, let's see, Wednesday.
Have a special edition tomorrow morning with Melody Hatfield and Bob Leach. Mm-hmm. Talking about the Military Tribute Museum proposal for the city.
Right. And then Wednesday, we've got Brian Wickline will be here. And also my buddies Marie Wilbanks and Jan Shannon. They recently went to Africa. And so we will, hopefully we'll be able to share some of their photos and give you a chance to see they were up close with the rhinoceros and giraffes and everything. It was something else. But
keep your distance. Mr. Rhino, keep your distance.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant due to the smell.
No.
I'm sure the ladies have showered since they've been back from Africa. But, and who knows, maybe they've adopted a new lifestyle being over in Africa. But I think I don't know that would fly in Pickaway County. But at any rate, that's coming up on Wednesday. We're out on Thursday, but back at it again Friday. So,
but you and Aaron will be working Thursday night.
Yes, we're working the fireworks, and we will. Aaron is taking that project on this year. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do what I do normally and hand him the SD card, and he's going to go to town.
Will we have a lot of aerial views of the fireworks?
That's the hope, yes.
Okay. Now, there was something that I heard on the radio this morning that confused me.
Okay.
Not our radio. It was another another radio station. That the mayor was talking in that spot that I heard about the low fired fireworks. If you're not on the flood wall, you can't see them. I thought Mr. Knowles told us the other day they weren't doing any of those this year.
Correct.
So Luke gave the radio some bad information.
Those were the frontal fireworks, because when Brian was in and Doug, we were talking about the wall of fire, which 2018 it's emblazoned in my mind because it all just went whoosh like that. And I think a lot of people on the flood wall felt it too, because they may have cinched their eyebrows. But just due to the fact that the flood wall is there, the frontal fireworks, they don't do quite so much anymore. But if you want to see all of the finale, you will see it all just take right off, because right there so if you're in the pool, if you're at one of the parking lots, you don't see all the show. Mm-hmm. You only see what you can see above the flood wall or the tree line. But if you are on that flood wall, man, it is a show. So I'm telling you got to go be on the flood wall if you want to see it all. But what you can't see, we'll have for you that you'll be able to see later.
Yeah. And we've been, where we get information about other communities outside of Chillicothe, we're passing those along to you. I think we did share one or two of those last week, and there'll be more of those that will pop up that we'll share with you. Also coming up this weekend is the Festival of the Bells over in Hillsboro.
Yeah.
We'll have something on that tomorrow. There's just so many different celebrations not only happening in Chillicothe, but also many other communities that we cover here on Letter Media.
And I'll be in Asheville tomorrow night for the Miss 4th of July pageant. We'll be emceeing that again.
Do they still do their fireworks?
They do.
Okay.
They'll do theirs on Thursday. In fact, my buddy Don Irvin, who sings the national anthem at all these different baseball facilities, he and his band, Kickin' Brass, are going to be playing.
Catchy name. Right?
Yes. Very much like Chicago.
Right.
And talented musicians. Unfortunately, I can't be there, but it's July 4th. I think it's 5 to 7 they'll be performing, and then another country music act is coming in after them right up to the fireworks all Thursday up at the Asheville Park there. So
I think I've shared this before. When I was a kid growing up outside of Latteville, Metropolis, Latteville, on State Route 28, we lived on a farm at the top of Davis Hill. My brother and I would climb up on the roof of our house on the evening of the 4th of July, and we could see fireworks from Chillicothe, Greenfield, Frankfort. I think at that time they were setting them off south of us in Bainbridge, maybe. So it's like everywhere we turn, you could see fireworks from they were distant, obviously, but you could still see them. So some memories.
A buddy of mine, Ron Fallsnaw, you just always found us together when we were kids. His farm was out 316, about 5 miles away from 104. And one night I was at their house, and you could just see all these lights and everything. And what you were seeing was he was up here on the side of River Valley, and it all goes down into the river. And they watched fireworks like that all the time. And now I lived closer to the river, so we were further down. But I remember one year Dad took me up on top of the roof of our house, and we tried to watch the fireworks as best we could. The tree line was kind of messing it up, but you could see them kind of popping up here and there. From Asheville was just 4 miles away. It seemed as if Dad, he always wanted to make sure he got a fish sandwich from Asheville, but as he got older, people were bringing it to him. It would be, I ain't going over there, here, just bring me back a fish sandwich, that kind of thing. So there was a period of time where I didn't get to go see the fireworks. We had to try to figure out how to see them from the house. All right, that is it for today's program. Back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live. Thanks for watching, and those on Litter Media Radio, thanks for listening.